Okay, let's continue on with this Mr. Tambourine Man arrangement. We started playing through the B section. I'll play that quickly. We have, sorry, it doesn't start there. It starts here on 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we repeat. And then we're going to go on to the next section. One thing I wanted to point out, starting at section B again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get there on that 10-9, and then the next thing we're going to is that A chord. So what I want you to notice is that when you're playing that couplet, that 10-9 there, the shape of your hand, because that actually transitions very smoothly down to that A chord. You have these two fingers here, which are essentially just going to come up a string and go down to here. When you hear, once again, on the 10-9, the pinky and the ring finger are free. So as you go down to that next chord, you see the hand kind of keeps that shape, then the pinky and the ring finger just grab, they both end up on the 7th fret of different strings. Okay, so I want you to notice how smoothly you get from this pair of notes to that A chord. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and start playing the next section, but then I'll tie it all together. So looking at the new sheet, we're back to that D chord, playing the 7th fret, then the 5th fret twice, and then we're playing a series of couplets on the B and the E string with the G string, open G string, kind of pedaling through that section. So that's what we have there. We have open 8-7, open 7-5, open 5-3, open 3-2, which sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have a similar situation here to the one I just went over regarding going to the A chord, because we're actually going to an A chord again, and our hand is in the exact same shape as the previous example, except it's down here rather than up here. But it's in the exact same shape. We have our first and second finger playing that last pair of notes. The ring finger and the pinky are free. So when we come up to that A chord, which we have open 7-6-7, just slides right in there. From here, we bring the two fingers over that we're playing that couplet down there. We want to land both of them because we're going to be lifting up the pinky and going back to this 5th fret like this. So that's what we have there. So we want to have this one down already. So I'm going to play from the top of that new sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to go back and play from letter B and continue on after I repeat that bottom line, continue on to the new page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sliding the pinky. Going to the next page right now. Okay, so that's how that all comes together. And we're going to end up putting some fills in there. But right now we'll leave the fills out. We'll just go on to the next note, which is the 10th fret of the high E string. We play that note, and then we leave it there, and we're going to play open, open, 12, 10. Then we're sliding the first finger down to 9, dropping the second finger on 10, like that. And now we have that same situation that we talked about earlier, where we just want to notice the shape of the hand there, because it's going to go back down to that A chord again. And then we're going to be playing that section that we played earlier that repeats several times. So you've played all this before. Sliding the pinky. Okay, so we're on that G chord there. And then what I do is I got to go up to that open, open, 12, 10 at the end of that third line. I just slide my pinky all the way up to the 12th fret and drop the first finger on the 10th fret. So I'm going from here so we're playing a G chord here that has a D note in the melody. And it goes up a complete octave, because when you slide all the way up here and add that first finger onto the 10th fret of the high E string, that's also a D note. So you're going from a G chord with a D note in the melody up to another G chord with a D note in the melody. And then we have another set of couplets with the G string pedaling underneath. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 3, and then we get to the A chord again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play that from letter B and put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide the pinky, slide it back up. Repeat. Next page, couplets. 4, 1, 2, 3. Sliding the pinky. Sliding all the way up. Okay, and that's going to take us back to the beginning of the song. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play the song all the way from the beginning. We have the intro line that we repeat. We get to letter A, repeat, and then take the second ending and continue on through letter B. Do that repeat of that bottom line on the first page, and then jump over to the second page. Okay, so this will be for playing along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeating. Second ending. Letter B. Repeating. Next page. We'll put some fills there eventually, going up to the 10th fret. To the 10th fret, slide. And then there'll be some fills and whatnot. That'll take us back into the other part of the song, but we'll talk about those next time. There's a lot to work on here, but there's actually a lot of similarity. There's a lot of repeated measures. So that takes, some of the strain off, makes it a little bit easier. We're going to this A chord quite often with the pinky. You could even just practice playing that A chord with the bar on the first finger. Just doing that. And then once it happens with the pinky on the B string, those are both A chords with just that little pinky note. Okay. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I would guess it's just a matter of practicing it. And if you have any questions, I know you will ask. And if not, I will assume that you're doing okay on it. And we'll wrap this up next time and maybe even move on to something else. As usual, if I don't get any input or request from you, I will simply pick something. Okie dokie. Have a good one.